Recently, the state of New York lifted the ban on nunchucks. These things right here. And I think it's a really positive move because now people in New York can start practicing nunchucks and reap the benefits of this art. Many people consider nunchucks to be just a weapon, and an obsolete one at that, now with guns and whatnot. But there's so much more than that, and I think the martial arts in general have been portrayed in a rather one-sided way. I mean, look at the greatest example of this is the UFC and MMA tournaments. Many times you see that only the physical aspect, the combative aspect of martial arts is portrayed, but there's another side to the martial arts, the meditative side, the philosophical side, the introspective side, the side of self-improvement, the side of self-discipline. And that side is often neglected. And even the term martial arts, I think, is somewhat of a misnomer because the term martial arts implies that it's the art of war, the art of fighting, because Mars was the god of war, and the word martial has military connotations, but that's not entirely accurate. Historically, if you look at one of the most popular traditional martial arts, Kung Fu, and the original meaning of the term Kung Fu was hard work over time to develop skill, any skill. In fact, a couple of lines of poetry from the movie The Forbidden Kingdom really put that into perspective, and although the movie may not be a great one, but these lines of poetry really do justice to the definition of Kung Fu. So it says, the butcher can have Kung Fu, who cuts meat with such skill every day that his knife never touches bone. Or the poet who paints pictures with his words and makes emperors weep. This too is Kung Fu. So basically, anything, any skilled activity, any skilled function that a human being performs, that he's learned over time, can be defined as Kung Fu. So if a barber can have Kung Fu, if a butcher can have Kung Fu, if a fighter can have Kung Fu, then essentially you're starting to understand that how wide the scope of martial arts really goes. It's about learning how to learn a skill, not just about learning how to fight. And in that regard, I think Bruce Lee's definition really does justice to the martial arts in a contemporary sense, because nowadays when you think about martial arts, it's associated with fighting, whether you like it or not. You would never consider a barber or a butcher a martial artist. So a more modern definition of the martial arts would have to be Bruce Lee's definition when he says that to him, martial arts is the art of expressing the human body in combative form. And I think this is a really good definition because it covers all the aspects of the martial arts, the philosophy, the introspection, the self-expression, the fighting, everything, the physical fitness. All aspects are covered in this definition. So, coming back to nunchucks, people consider it just a weapon, but honestly in this day and age it's obsolete as a weapon. I mean, there are still benefits to training it. The physical fitness benefits, the way you can get into the flow state easier by training. It improves your accuracy, it improves your discipline because it takes time to learn. So there are definitely benefits to learning it for the martial arts side, but the benefits of learning it for just freestyle go even beyond that, because when you just learn it for the sake of learning it, there's an element of self-expression that comes forward, almost similar to that of dance or any other performing art. So this ban was hindering all the people over there from experiencing that, and that's why I think it's a very good move to lift this ban. Not just because it's a weapon and it's protected by the Second Amendment of the United States, but because it's more than that.